Are you hungry for the latest news and trends from the internet? Welcome to What's Cooking on the Internet, your one-stop shop for discovering the hottest digital delights. Hit that subscribe button and let's get cooking.
Can a high dividend yield be a double-edged sword for investors? Let's dive in and explore the pros and cons. When it comes to investing in the stock market, a high dividend yield can be super appealing. Take Mountview Estates P.L.C. Lonmtvw, for example. They just announced a £2.75 per share payout on August 18th, which works out to a 5.4% dividend yield that's definitely a tempting prospect for income-seeking investors. But as we dig deeper into the company's financials, some red flags start to pop up. Mountview Estates has a history of paying out a huge chunk of its earnings as dividends, which can be a problem if cash flows decline. In fact, at the time of the last dividend payment, they were paying out an astonishing 1,081% of their cash flows. That raises some serious questions about the sustainability of the dividend payment in the long term. One thing that's got me worried is that Mountview Estates' earnings per share EPS have been declining over the past 5 years. With a modest drop of 3.7% per annum, that's not exactly what investors want to see when they're hoping for a growing dividend. Unless the company can turn things around and start growing its EPS, it's unlikely that the dividend will increase anytime soon. Another issue is Mountview Estates' dividend history, which has been pretty unstable. They've cut their dividend at least once in the past, and companies that have done that before are more likely to do it again. That makes it tough to rely on the dividend as a steady source of income. So, is a high dividend yield a double-edged sword for investors? On the one hand, it's definitely attractive to see a significant payout, especially in a low-interest rate environment. On the other hand, the risks associated with a high dividend yield, like unsustainable payments and declining EPS, can't be ignored. As investors, we need to be cautious and do our due diligence before making any investment decisions. In the end, while Mountview Estates' high dividend yield may be tempting, we need to consider the potential risks and challenges facing the company. By taking a closer look at the company's financials and dividend history, we can make a more informed decision about whether this stock is right for us.